we're going to look at one last example of what a proportional relationship looks like in a table and in a graph. Here's the situation. It says a turtle crossing the road moves at a constant speed of 2 feet per minute. Since it's just per minute, this must be a unit rate. It says use this rate to complete the table and the graph. Okay, so he's traveling at 2 feet per minute. So let's look at the table first. It's always nice to work on the table first because all of the information here can be used in your graph. Okay, so the first line says, actually let's set up this rate as a ratio first, just so we can visualize what we're doing here. So 2 feet per minute. So we're comparing feet to minutes, so that means feet is on top, minutes are on bottom. Okay, so in 1 minute, how far has the turtle moved? Well, that's given to us right here. 1 minute, it travels 2 feet. Okay, the next line says, how far has it moved in 2 minutes? So for this one, we want to know how far has it gone in 2 minutes? So what do I do to 1 to get 2? I times by 2. So I have to do the same thing to the top. 2 feet times 2 is 4 feet. And that makes sense, right? If it's 2 feet every minute, then that means if it's gone for 2 minutes, then that means it would have traveled 4 feet. Okay, let's do another one here. The next line is asking us something different. This line says the turtle has traveled for 10 feet. So we're wondering, how long has he been at it? So in our ratio, we have 10 feet, but we don't know how many minutes go on the bottom of this rate. So let's compare it to our unit rate. 2 feet to 10 feet. What do I do to 2 to get to 10? I times by 5. 2 times 5 is 10. Whatever I do on the top, I have to do to the bottom as well to be fair. So 1 times 5 is 5. So that means 10 feet takes him 5 minutes. Okay, and finally, after 9 minutes, how many feet has he gone? So hopefully you can see that I'm just multiplying each of these rows by 2, right? 1 times 2, which is the unit rate, gives me 2. 2 times 2, the unit rate gives me 4. 5 times 2, which is the unit rate, gives me 10. So I'm going to follow that same pattern. 9 times 2 gives me 18. So after 9 minutes, he's gone 18 feet. Now that we have the table done, let's fill in our graph. So minutes is going to be our x column. We always want time to be on the x column. So let's 2, 3, label this baby. And then feet is in the y column, so feet is this axis. And now we can use the information from the table to find points and make a line. So the first point that we can graph is 1, 2. The second point will be 2, 4. The next point will be 5, 10. And the last point will be 9, 18. Okay, so 1, 2, so 1 over and 2 up. Then we have 2, 4. And then 5, 10. And finally 9 and 18, which isn't actually on here, so I'm not going to do that one actually. I apologize, I didn't fit it on there. But I have enough points to be able to draw a straight line. Okay, so this is the graph of this relationship. Now notice where my unit rate is. My unit rate is right here. After 1 minute, we've gone 2 feet. And in my table, after 1 minute, I've gone 2 feet. So here's my unit rate in my table. Here's my unit rate on my graph. Okay, go ahead and move on to your homework examples video, and then you can try out this assignment and see how you do.